there, it's Brandy Burridge, and I am so happy that you're here because that means you are looking a little bit more into what it is to be a health and fitness coach with Beachbody. And I can only tell you how amazing this business has been for me and what it has done for my life. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and how I started this journey, so it helps you understand a little bit more about how you can get started and what you don't need to get started in this business, because I did not have it all together when I started, guys. My story starts years ago. I was a wedding photographer in Orlando, Florida for 5 years. I brought my husband home the last of those 5 years to work full time with me. I loved being a photographer. I loved shooting. I loved my clients. I loved the vendors. Just a super passion of mine since I was a little kid. Photography has been always a passion of mine. And on our way home from a shoot, we got rear-ended by an F-350 double dually, and it ended our career, long story short. I ended up with several herniated discs on my lower back and in my neck. My husband suffered the same, and it just couldn't continue because I was in so much pain that I was not able to continue carrying the equipment and going to the shoots and spending 8 to 10 hours on my feet at these weddings. After a year of physical therapy, nothing was helping, nothing. I did shots, I did chiropractor, I did physical therapy, I did it all. And at the end, they said, there's nothing else except for surgery. And both my husband and I declined because I just felt like there was something else out there. I knew in my gut that there was something else that was going to help me. And long behold, it does. So we moved to New York on a whim because we were looking for jobs, because now we are gone without a year of having a job and we're building up debt. So we moved to New York to be closer to my husband's side of the family, and he did not get a job. I thought he was going to get a job first. I was maybe going to go back to school, but I got the job. And the moment we moved up, I became a district manager with a frozen yogurt company. And I had the entire District of New York, Massachusetts, some of Pennsylvania. That meant a lot of traveling. And during that travel, all I was doing was 3-hour drives. My back was starting to work even worse. I was eating like garbage. So my health was declining even more. And I complained constantly about it. But one day I decided, you know what? I'm pulling up my big girl panties and I'm going to do something about it, because I was tired. I was tired of being in pain, and I was tired of masking it in other ways. So I started researching, and I found this program called PiYo, because I was looking for yoga because it was the only thing I hadn't tried. And I saw PiYo, which is a Beachbody program. It's a Pilates yoga program. And I had tried Beachbody programs in the past, so I had experience with them. I knew it was a great company. And then I found this coaching opportunity that went along with, helping others. And I thought, okay, well, worst case scenario, I'll just get a discount on my shakes. So I signed up, and my husband did the program with me. We changed our way we were eating. We started drinking Shakeology, which completely changed my diet. It helped with my inflammation in my back and just really did a lot for my body. And things started changing. Biggest question I get asked: what do you do as a coach? So it all kind of just started right there. I started working on myself, which is one of the biggest things that we teach within our group, is you start working on yourself, because you need to fill up that bucket, and we need you to be your best, to be able to share with others how you are feeling and what these programs do for you, because they work. They are world-class, renowned instructors that are doing these programs, great nutritionists who are doing these programs, and everything is set for you. So I'm just sharing with others what I was doing. I was starting to feel better. People were asking me, what are you doing, Brandy? You're looking better. You're able to actually bend over and touch your toes. There was a time when I was in so much pain, I wasn't even able to sleep. I wasn't able to touch my toes. I wasn't able to walk very long periods of time. Sitting was hard for me. Standing was hard for me. Everything was difficult. So I started getting better, and I just started sharing that with people, because it held me accountable for my journey. And believe me, had I ever spent more than 2 months in a health and fitness program, period, no. And this was my start, the start of my journey. And once people started asking me, I just started saying, hey, do you want to join me? Because I feel amazing. This is what I'm doing. Do you want to try it out with me? And people started joining in my groups. So I started running these things called challenge groups. This is something that you would learn on our team. And it's just a setting, a private setting. So we had this amazing community of other like-minded women who are building their health and fitness in this group, working on themselves, in the trenches with each other. We're there. I'm there. They're there. I need them just as much as they need me. And that's where it all started. That is what we do as a coach. You work on yourself first, you share what you're doing with others, and then you invite them come along with you, because this works. These programs are amazing, and it changes our bodies. It has changed so many lives. I can't believe how many lives I've touched by just sharing these programs with people, because it makes it easy. There's so many people who get out there and they get so overwhelmed with what they can do with their health and fitness. And I'm here to be able to help them in these groups along with my coaches now, because guess what? People who had started joining me, their lives were changing and they were feeling healthier and they were getting happier and feeling more confident in their skin, and they wanted to pay that forward. So they became a coach and now they run their own teams. So the best part about this business, in my opinion, is when I have a coach join me, their success is my success. I want them to be successful because we are a community. And that is the best part of this business for me, is the community, because I can't do it without them. There's nowhere else that I'm going to get this accountability, this support, than within the groups that we are creating. Also, I get a lot from people is, how do you actually do it? I'm busy. I just don't have the time. Guys, I hear you. I was there. In the job that I was working 50 to 100 hours a week. And I am not kidding, not even one bit. I was opening up shops over 3 different states. I was spending times in hotels. I was in the shops until 2 o'clock in the morning, just setting them up. So I worked it in when I could. Hour a day, if I got an hour in, that was the best I could do, I would do it. I was working on myself, sharing what I was doing, and then I was working with my challengers and then with my coaches, an hour a day. And that's all I did. And it built upon the momentum. And it was dedication. Believe me. Did I want to go back to the hotel room and watch a movie and chill out and veg out? Yes, but I didn't. Instead, I worked on my business. And when I was home, I was working. I would take an hour a day. I wasn't working. I wasn't watching television. Television went out the window, because this was more important to me. I wanted to be able to help as many people get healthy as possible, because I felt amazing and I wanted to pay that forward. And so that's kind of where the time schedule went into it. So it is possible that now, yes, I'm a full-time coach. I work more hours on that now. But in the beginning, I didn't. And I dedicated the time that I could, because I wanted to move this business forward and I wanted to be able to help those folks. And I knew that if I built when I could, it was going to help myself later, and it has. So my last question I get a lot, and there's so many questions I get, right? But this is another, is how has Beachbody changed my life? And I can't even go into so much detail about what it has done for me, but it has changed my body tremendously. I will shout these programs from the rooftops, these nutritional programs from the rooftops, because it's changed the way I've thought about fitness, it's changed the way I thought about nutrition, and it's changed my mindset about all of it. And it's given me so many friends, amazing community of like-minded women who are doing this together, who are building healthy and happy and more confident lives. And that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for other women who are going to be dedicated, who want to be able to have that freedom to be able to work when they want to work and be able to help others get healthy and help others just build amazing health and fitness lives. So if that sounds like you, then that is what I'm looking for. I want to have those who are ready and willing to learn and be open-minded to this business. And if you guys have any more questions, I am more than happy to answer them for you. So I am always available. And if you have any more questions, let me know. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.